Hey, what's up, guys? Kaufman is a live YouTube channel. I look at comic books new and old. Today, I'm looking at all the new comics I got at the comic book shop today. I haven't flipped through them yet, so you're getting to see them for the first time with me. So, we'll go through the Image comics that I got first here. Man, these comics smell freshly printed. Gotta smell your comics. Smells so good. All right. King Spawn, number 37, is the first Image comic I got here. It's written by Todd McFarlane, and there's another artist on here, Yildiray Cinar. Seems like they've been kind of filtering artists in and out of this book. I'm not even sure who the main artist is supposed to be. We got Cygor showing up. He showed up at the end of the last issue. We got King Spawn here. He's just battling some thugs, some people who are in league with the vampires. Like the big womb there. I like Spawn's costume too, with the cape going around his mouth there like a ninja mask. Looks like one of the skins from Mortal Kombat X when Spawn was a character in that video game. So pretty cool skin for Spawn. Very violent book. So if you like violence, you know you're going to get that with Spawn. So this is a Bjorn Barons cover too, that hyper realistic style that he likes to draw. We got Spawn here battling some vampires, it looks like. He's ripping his chains right through him. It's really gory. I like that shoulder pad on Spawn there. Pretty cool costume. Almost looks like medieval Spawn. So next Image comic I got is Killadelphia number 35. Guest starring Savage Dragon here. Spawn's also been guest starring in some of these issues. I love that candy apple green color of the Savage Dragon there. Awesome looking fin. This is also a MGM tie-in, as you can see here, as they're using the character Blackula from the 70s MGM films. Actually, I've got that over here. Got Blackula starring Pam Grier in the second one, Scream, Blackula Scream. Go check these movies out. Awesome films. But Blackula is kind of the villain of this saga going on in Killadelphia. Jason Sean Alexander is the artist in this book. He had been doing some Spawn as well recently, so he's got a super horror style. He loves drawing horror comics, so fit in well with Spawn. I jumped onto Philadelphia when I saw that Spawn and Savage Dragon were going to be involved in it, so anytime I see Savage Dragon popping up in someone else's comic book, I gotta get it. So, and here at the very end, we got the Brides of Blackula. So I wonder if Pam Grier's gonna show up in the comic here. Rodney Barnes is the writer as well. They're the co-creators of this comic, Jason Sean Alexander and Barnes. So Philadelphia. I recommend this book. Move on to the Marvel comics I got this week. Got X-Men number 3. This is the Ryan Stegman cover here. He's on the interiors as well. Jed MacKay is the writer. Of course, he's the writer on Moon Knight and Avengers, and he was the writer on the most recent Blood Hunt crossover series. So I've seen some pretty divisive opinions on this new X-Men title. And I wasn't blown away by it or anything, but I think it's a pretty solid start. I like the kind of, it's got a 90s feel to it, I feel like. At first I wasn't sure if that was kind of the direction they're going. I mean, they've got kind of their own twists on it, obviously, as we've got like Magneto seems to be leading this group, and he's in the chair, but I've enjoyed this series so far. Like I said, I like Stegman's artwork. It's not my favorite that he's done. I really enjoyed his work on King in Black and Venom. Some good pages in here, though. Looks like they're trying to form some sort of relationship between Magic and Juggernaut. Temper and Kid Omega kind of already have one, so I think this is the last issue that Stegman is drawing until I think issue 7 or 8. And Nitho Diaz, who did the artwork on the most recent X-Men Heir of Apocalypse miniseries, which I would recommend specifically for the artwork. He's going to be filling in for Stegman for a few issues. So I'd say go ahead and, still pick up those issues. Don't sleep on them just because there's a fill-in artist, because I've really enjoyed Nitho Diaz's work, everything I've seen from him so far. And it seems like he's doing a lot more work at Marvel. So then I got the Rob Liefeld Team Up number 1. This is one I'm really looking forward to. Got Deadpool. Looks like he's skiing. No, I'm just kidding. But Liefeld loves drawing these covers with just like one character up at the front in a pose and just a bunch of characters in the back. Usually he'll just draw like big faces, so at least we get some actual bodies here. It looks pretty good though. Spider-Gwen. Crystar is this very rare Marvel character, very obscure character that he's throwing in here. Major X, which is another one of his created characters. I just did a review of Major X number 3 a few days ago, where Whilce Portacio is doing all the artwork, and he does a really great job drawing Liefeld's character. I highly recommend that book, and go check out that review if you haven't seen it yet. So I want to shout out Robert Norton as well, who puts out great comic book review videos. He's definitely one of the big inspirations. I know he hates being called an influencer, but he's put out some videos recently covering Rob Liefeld's Bloodstrike. I highly recommend go checking those videos out. I'll just say he's not a fan, but they're really entertaining videos. So I've been looking forward to see what Liefeld's cooking up here. This is supposed to be his last Marvel miniseries, his last Marvel series, period, is what he says. So pretty interested to see what he's going to do. Like I said, he's got a lot of his created characters showing up. Lady Anime is another one of his created characters that showed up in his second X-Force series. And That's a drawing. And I've heard Rob Liefeld talking about this book, how he says it's just going to be kind of completely insane, which Rob's storytelling usually is pretty pretty out there. So you could even almost say non-existent, but looks like we just got lots of random characters showing up for no reason at all. I guess we'll read it and find out. There's Dragon Man showing up. Lots of people punching. Lots of faces looking angry. So classic Liefeld for sure. There's the money shot. Wolverine and Deadpool. Yeah, so Rob is the writer and the penciler on this book. So I think it's a 4-part miniseries. Then Marvel is putting out these Marvel must-haves, which are actually free with your purchase at your comic book store, which have 3 different stories in it. I've been picking up all these when they come out. They seem to be coming out with the new previews. So we've got a Spectacular Spider-Man issue there. Gods, which was the Jonathan Hickman book, and Avengers Twilight. So some good reads here, and like I said, this is a free basically graphic novel. So it's got the complete stories, the complete issues in here. So really cool thing that Marvel's doing, trying to, I guess, just, promote themselves within the shops, but never really seen them do stuff like this before. I'm a big fan of this practice. I've seen some other independent publishers put out some free comics with a purchase, which I think is also a good idea. If you're an independent creator, try and get your books out there. Just get them out there, so. So Avengers Twilight is this is a comic I did not pick up. I think it's still going on right now. It's Chip Zdarsky's the writer, Daniel Acuna is the artist, and Alex Ross does the covers. But it looked like a really cool series. It's just sometimes you gotta make some decisions. So nice to get this book though, so I can read it. Some really cool artwork in here. So flip through some of the gods. Valerio Schiti is the artist. He'd done some work on X-Men. And the art in here is really awesome. And this story is just completely bonkers. I'm going to have to go back and definitely do some reviews on this series, Gods, once I kind of wrap my head around it. I've picked up every issue of it. I just haven't gotten through all of it yet. I have to read these issues 2 or 3 times just to kind of like get the full effect and figure out what's going on. So, and then the final thing I got today was really cool. I got the Superman vs. Muhammad Ali foil reprint that DC put out, and this is a extra large comic here. As you can see, it's much bigger than a regular comic book. So this is the Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams classic Superman versus Muhammad Ali. So, trying to find an actual copy of this comic book would cost you probably $1 million. So I figured I'd like to read it for once, and they're putting this giant size foil edition out. It's just so cool, such a collector's item. I could not resist picking this up. Show this cover off here. I was kind of debating whether to get the foil or just the regular, because you know the regular version you can see the artwork maybe a little bit better, but the foil's really kind of a one-of-a-kind thing. So Superman vs. Muhammad Ali. I'm definitely going to try and do some sort of review of this book if I can. It's going to be hard to get the camera on it. It's just so big, but this just came out today, so if you're interested in something like this, I'd go out to your comic book store and try and get it. I'd imagine that they're probably not going to be around that long. So, well, that's it. Those are all the comics I got for today. Thanks for watching the video. Go check out my channel. I post daily comic book reviews. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like the video and put notifications on so you know when I get those videos out every day. And I will see you guys on the next one.